Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, guys. Let's continue our discussion on the euro currency. So on the previous week, market spent mostly the whole time in a existed upward swing, so you can see downward action stance on the side swing to this one, and that why our technical view hasn't changed very significantly. So because it has minor impact on the high time frames, on the weekly and the monthly chart mostly stands the same. It's moderate effect on the daily and intraday charts, and most interesting part of today's weekly report stands on the fundamental part of the research, because we see interesting fundamental situation around the euro currency and in relation to the United States dollar. Also, the parliament elections that should start in the next week, from the 23rd to the 27th of May in all countries of the European Union. We suggest that it should bring surprises. And we think that euro currency will remain under pressure. So currently we do not see some really positive shifts as in political sphere, as in economical sphere, because, well, we have talked about it widely before. So European Union stands in the high dependence from the United States. The existence of a lot of countries inside the European Union lets United States to manipulate on with the political life, with the economical life of the European countries. So, in general, this is actually was a long time. European Union de facto was a long time of the colony of the United States, and it still remains the colony. And in such circumstances, expect that the euro should change the overall trend and take the lead over the United States. And so I think that the changes, if the positive changes will happen on the currency market, they mostly will be related to the United States dollar first and to the European Union second. Well, and in the current circumstances, we do not see the background for these shifts, and we keep our long-term bearish view on the European currency by far. So in a shorter term and technical perspective, we suggest two moments. So by taking a look at the price action that we saw last week, it was not totally negative for European currency, so for the euro. The week was not totally negative, because we have heard the statement by the Minister of Finance Mnuchin in relation to tariffs of the car producers in the European Union. They were postponed. The overall statistics was slightly negative, but not dramatically. So it was approximately around the expectations. But any positive sign, any positive event, euro can't turn to advantage. So despite short-term spikes that we saw last week, euro continued dropping. And that makes me think that our suggestion that we have made in the beginning of the last week as well, so the euro still keeps the bearish sentiment, and downward action has more chance to continue. All this stuff together leads us to conclusion that we could suggest a pairing of the butterfly on the daily euro with the target around 1070. So you can see 1.7 extension stands right here. Market also has failed to break through the confidence resistance 1240, was able to hold the market from the upward breakout. The grabber that we have talked about is survived, and it's still valid, and suggests the taking out of these lows. Even more, I would say that the grabber on dollar index that stands in opposite direction here, it was formed at this candle on the dollar index. It was completed by the just minor target. So if you'll take a look at the dollar index chart, you will see that this top was slightly greater than this one. I'm talking right now in relation to the United States dollar. So, and then market collapsed. That lets our grabber to survive. So this fact also tells me that that probably was kind of a retracement and overall tendency is still valid. Well, so that's the reason why we think that technical picture stands mostly bearish and market keeps bearish sentiment. Daily trend by the MACD here also has turned bearish, and we will keep an eye on the possible 1070 area as a potential target. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we are watching for the same our ABC top. OP stands 1130. It's right here. If you calculate this one, this pattern ABC top, OP will be slightly greater than 1150. So mostly they are coinciding in the same area. The downside action was relatively straight. So if you remember once in the daily video, I tell you, guys, keep an eye on the upward direction and the downward direction. Take a look at the AB leg, how it was developing. It's really fast sell-off. BC and again CD leg. Again, fast frosting every time when the market turns to the downward direction. So this is an indication that of the bearish sentiment on the market. And indeed, downward action develops much faster than any upward action. With the retracements here, you can see the market shows pretty nice harmonic retracements. So here was single retracements, these two retracements up. This again, I just mentioned here, this single retracement to the 1180 area. Next important moment on the 4-hour time frame chart, guys, that actually here, EUR already has broken through all fib levels. So if you remember, here 618 has been broken. It was right in this point. Broken down, and the 618 support from these lows to this top already has been broken by this level. So here, from this area right to the bottoms, that was relatively free space. No supports exist here except maybe the OP target and the previous lows, this natural support area. So that's why that's the next destination on the 4-hour time frame chart. It means that all this information tells that our trading plan, if you probably understand already, suggests waiting for some pullback either to this level or to the confidence around 112. For watching for some ABCD pattern on the hourly chart, for example, watching for a Gartner's cheap to sell with the possibility of taking short with the stops above this confidence. That's the core of the trading plan that we will follow in the next week. Since market is not at oversold and it's not at some support, the chances on the minor pullback here stands greater. So I probably would suggest that the retracement will be small, just to the 1180 area and then our continuation. If it will happen that market without no retracement just drop to the OP, in this case you should not be hurry and do not take any short positions. Wait what will happen, because from the OP, the market could show the meaningful pullback. Besides, on Monday we will get the Jerome Powell speech by the evening of the session, so it also could make impact on the Forex market. So this scenario, this setup is valid only if on Monday we will start session from the upward pullback. If it indeed will start, in this case, yes, we will be searching chance to go short. If market will drop directly to the OP here, we are waiting a bit more and see what will happen. That's our overall view on the market. So it's a really interesting week, should be on euro currency due to the elections, and the overall technical picture also looks interesting. So let's see how our trading plan will turn and what we'll get, what the price action will be formed.